Hey everyone, Mark Holloway, CEO of Meridian Medical Staffing. Hey, I want to continue that series that we were talking about what to watch out for, and specifically, I want to continue with this example that we have because it's such a great example. And the reason why it's such a great example is it's a really lucrative paying position. As I mentioned last week, it's a $92 an hour bill rate, which this company has very effectively communicated at $2,256 a week. Total compensation, they're right on there. Last week we talked a lot about those extra hours. Today I want to spend a little bit more time talking about overtime. So first of all, for anybody that only works 36 hours, you can turn this video off right now. It's going to be meaningless to you. More and more of you are telling us that you don't work anything over 36 because those extra hours aren't paid properly. Go see last week's video. And more importantly, it makes no sense financially for you to be able to work overtime because your company's only paying you time and a half of the taxable amount. That's what I want to focus on today, that overtime. And I'm going to pre-qualify this for every recruiter out there that's going to get triggered about wage recharacterization. Skip it, because what you're not paying attention to, the government doesn't care if you wage recharacterize and you owe them more money. It's when you try to recharacterize and get more money tax-free. So for those of you that are hiding behind that, you don't know what you're talking about or you haven't researched enough, that is not wage recharacterization. As long as you're taking the appropriate amount tax-free weekly, the more money you make, the more money you pay taxes on. So if I talk too fast, go back and look at some other videos, but I'm just telling every recruiter from our competing companies out there, save it because you're wrong on this wage recharacterization. So see below all the triggered recruiters after this and how they're all upset about the fact that we're paying people right. There are more companies than just Meridian Medical Staffing that are doing this, by the way, but not that many. So here's a reason why you should go to work for a company that does in fact pay you properly. Let me break down the numbers again for this assignment. As they mentioned, this assignment is paying $21 an hour taxable. I just want to focus on the per diem or meals and incidentals that they talked about. They're giving this lump sum of $500 a week, which again is an even $500, and someone jumped on me on that one last week, but it is absolutely pulled out of there, you know what. But that comes to $13.89 an hour. So the two together, $21 an hour plus $13.89, this is a $38.89 total compensation. Now, this particular assignment, they're giving you $21 an hour, which, by the way, they say very blatantly that time and a half is being paid at 28, which is time and a half of 21. Now, last time I looked, again, I know I went to Florida State, so don't quote me on this, but $28 an hour is less than a total compensation of $38.89 an hour, which means you're actually losing money. This is another reason why none of you want to work overtime. And I'm telling you, find a company that will pay you. In this case, if this is truly your overtime, you should be making $52.33 an hour, not $28 an hour. It's really simple math. But again, most travelers don't sit there and think about what if. What if I work 37, 38, 39, 40 hours? And certainly, what if I end up being asked to pull an extra shift and I work 48? I get it. It makes 0 sense for you guys to work an extra shift for most companies because they're just going to pocket more and more of your hard-earned dollars. It's amazing that our nurses, and again, if you go back and look at how to make six figures, one of the first things we talk about is work overtime. And a lot of nurses said, but it doesn't work for me. I don't make that kind of money. No kidding. Come work for Meridian Medical Staffing or a company like ours, not just ours, but ask your recruiter, why is it that I'm only making $28 an hour for overtime when you guys are able to bill not only the same, but usually $10 additional per hour? I want to make time and a half of my full hourly compensation, which is $52.33 an hour in this example. And you deserve that. And if your recruiter can't do it, run away from that company and find one that will, because it's all fair. We make more money, you make more money, the hospital's happy because they have a nurse making more hours, so they're saving money by not having to bring on another traveler. Everybody wins. So if you find a company that not everybody wins and only the company and the hospital wins, leave skid marks and give us a call. I appreciate it. I hope this wasn't too quick. Go back and rewatch this again, but this stuff is vital. It's all part, and this deal here that we printed out is a really good textbook example of how all of these deals you guys are signing are exactly the same. Demand more, and we'll talk to you next week.